Hi, good morning everybody. We have with us a very special guest, okay? It's a very own alumni, Swarali Dhumal from the batch 2017-2020. Welcome back to SSCA Swarali. How do you feel?
I think it just brings back so many memories. So this is not the campus that I grew in. I think it's just the people around that have totally grown upon me.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's brilliant. So, how has your journey been? And how was SSCA back then? And now, how is it for you?
I think when we joined, we were all grooms. I was this one kid who used to pester Chef Atul every day with a new proposal, like I mentioned the other time.
Oh my god.
So I still remember we had very few books around, and I used to give him a list that the next time you have a budget for books, I think this is what I want.
Oh my god! So you were the game changer in terms of the student body. Yes, now I know.
And so every single time I'm like, Chef, randomly one day I wake up, I was like, I want to go to Basque. And one day I wake up, I was like, I'm going here, I'm going there. And Chef Atul always is that one person who used to, bring back my boat from sky high to level ground. So I mean, even though he let all our dreams and everything flow across here and everywhere, I think by the end of time, by the end of these 3 years, we were just grounded to a much more practical way.
Wow.
Rather, those 3 years were such a roller coaster ride because I still remember every single competition that ever existed in India. The first thing that Chef Atul was like, you're going here, you're going there.
Wow,
And
what an exposure.
That plethora of certificates and medals, I think, speak for themselves. And so by the end of the day, there was always this pat on the back that, it's a good thing that you're doing this. But you still get ready to what's coming next. So I think that reality check was that one thing that was always there. And of course, at times, we didn't come back with a lot of things, but we did come back with like a lot of memories. So he was always here welcoming us with open hearts, no matter what happens. And so yeah, of course, I think even my attendance was by the way 99%.
Wow.
I was never on campus because I used to get my attendance because I used to go out on campus work. So
oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if the juniors would want to hear this or if they do. I'm a little haywire on that.
So imagine them traveling around in Manipal, everything sponsored by campus.
Wow.
And I'm getting full attendance for it. I mean, who doesn't want?
Oh my god. Okay, that's amazing.
Yes, then there was a time where I think Reshma ma'am had just joined in and we were all in Manipal. I think there was this one day where all of us just took a bus and we roamed around the city trying out new ingredients, searching for things, looking at regional cuisine on the ground level. And I think, of course, that is something that actually built up the curiosity of actually traveling to various places and how is the correct way to explore that, the right terms to get the right knowledge. Because I think more importantly right now it's more important to ask the right question in the right place. Because it'll just either give you a lot or nothing at all.
Right.
And so yeah, that is how it was. And these 3 years were ended unfortunately with the lockdown.
Oh.
And so lucky for us, we didn't have to do any of our practicals back then. We just had a few theoretical papers, but I don't think we were able to build a farewell in a better way to everybody all across the COVID.
What would you like to tell the kids or the generation of today that's now stepping into the industry and gearing up to start their work life? How would you give them your suggestions and your advice?
You're in for a roller coaster ride. Let me tell you this one thing, that nothing is going to come easy. It's going to be a mixture of your sweat, hard work, blood at times, and nobody's going to learn the easy way. Every single day you're going to go, you're going to cry, and it's going to be okay by the end of the day. You just have to keep an open mind and try to take up the positive things, because that is something that is going to make you stay back. There are going to be times where, when I was training, there were times where I just wanted to go home because it was such a long day. And then suddenly a senior comes up and says, "Oh, ab to aaj to walking cleaning day hai." Don't be disheartened by it. Trust me, today when I walk into the walk-ins, the first thing that happens to me is I literally take a duster and just roam around. I literally, the moment I enter the walk-in, I take up a duster and like, okay, now this is clean. And I think it just builds up a thing in you that even these small things or menial tasks do end up creating a foundation of what you're going to do.
You've been here, you've seen it, you've been through the grind. I'm just gonna throw some words at you and I just want to hear your quick response to them.
Absolutely.
Okay, so your first word is food.
Emotion.
Oh my god, that came out with a lot of emotion and expression as well. Okay, hard work.
Every day. You just have to stop every single day.
Development.
Training.
Okay, gastronomy.
I'm not a very big fan.
Okay, need to know this. Okay, and OCLD.
The best 2 years of my life.
Wow, that's nice. Study.
SSCA. Because it truly, I still remember I was getting assignments at 12 a.m. and at 3 a.m. I used to have another question paper in my inbox to complete by 6 a.m. which I had to submit before class by 8. So I mean, I came from that batch. Trust me, you guys are very lucky that you don't have to do this. But I still remember that there were times where I used to sit down and study for 16 hours straight.
Oh my god.
And it was fun.
Oh, nice. I like that. I like to hear the latter part of this. Okay, fun.
I'm sorry. Driving, maybe.
Okay, what is your take on food exploring?
Oh, I just packed my bags and I leave. No? So there was a time where I was craving for chole bhature and I packed my bags. I went to Delhi. I went to Sitaram. I ate 2 full plates of chole. I took the flight back home on the same day and I was contented with it.
Oh my god,
And then
food does make you travel.
Absolutely. There was a time where I was like, I wish to eat tundi kebabs. So I just took a flight to Lucknow. I
Oh
came
my
back.
god.
So since Indore is the street food capital of India, I think that was my first solo trip. So I'd done all my bookings, my tickets were booked, and I was just leaving home. And my mother, the inquisitive kind that she's like, where are you going? So I was like, I'm going to Indore. She's like, are you going alone? I was like, yes. She was like, why are you going there? I was like, street food khane. And I think I was very lucky in those terms because my mother was like, okay, fine, you want me to join you? And I was like, no, I think I'll be okay.
Oh, that's nice.
So that was the first time that, I fell in love with traveling and with food. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will see many such stories that I'm in the middle of the highway, hitchhiking my way to Goa because I was in some random village in Karnataka trying to find good food.
Oh my god.
So trust me, I've had the best dosas where the truck drivers eat. I've had the best mangoes that have come out from somebody else's backyard.
Oh wow.
Somebody was fishing and they found a baby pomfret. And I remember starting a small fire in the middle of the beach, having a salt pepper crusher with me and just eating it right out of the ocean. And so such experiences, not only south of India but even Himachal, it may be local cuisine there. Imagine you're in Himachal, you're sitting in the middle of a running waterfall and people there are actually serving you the traditional food.
The pahadi.
Like you're eating siddu and eating that typical good.
Wow.
And you're having lugudi by the side, which is a must by the way. And so I mean, it just works out like that. So every single place has its own flavor, has its own aromas. And I think even when I was traveling for competitions when I was here at SSCA, I think we always got that hand of trying out different things when we were there.
Ooh.
So maybe Gujarat, maybe in Karnataka or Manipal, I think we've had fun.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, and
I think we could have had another interview with her about her travel expeditions, guys. That's amazing. Okay, what is your take on food bloggers and the food influencers that have now come out?
So I feel that we give them too much importance.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. But I really feel that as food enthusiasts, we should be able to enjoy what comes in front of us. Because by the end of the day, a chef that is there behind the kitchen has actually put in all his experiences, his hard work in that dish. And if it is not to somebody's preference, of course, I mean the conversation always makes it much more easier to understand what their preferences. And I think that is where the connect between the F&B team and the kitchen comes in, where they know what to sell.
Yeah.
And at times I feel that, of course, bloggers for upcoming businesses are very important, because that is something that puts them on the map.
Okay.
I feel. So of course there are advantages, but I also feel that now anybody and everybody
Is becoming
is
a food
becoming
blogger.
a food blogger.
Right.
So they're randomly going out, this is my cup of tea, this is my vada pav, and I'm like, everybody knows what a vada pav is. I mean, by the end of the day, of course, I mean, if you like the chai of this place, it's not necessary that everybody is going to go there and like the same chai. Because chai in India is a very controversial topic.
Oh my god, I don't think we should venture.
And
We should tread on those lines at all.
Absolutely, and everybody has different preference to chai.
Right.
Even when I'm making chai at home, though I don't drink chai, if I have 5 people at home, even within my relatives, all 5 of them will have different preferences. So I mean, food bloggers and all, I think it's a good thing, maybe, but I'm not so fond of them.
Okay. We need to hear this, guys. Totally. Okay. One very, very important word, which I really want to hear what you would like to say about it. Your college life at FSCA.
Oh my goodness. I think I partied a lot. I definitely partied a lot. But of course, by the end of the day, there's this one thing, that the one mantra that always works with hoteliers is that you party hard but you work harder.
Okay.
And I still remember there was a time, okay, if my parents are watching this, they might not know this story. So there was a time where we ventured out partying in Pune. The party got over. And we decided, shall we go somewhere else, because we want to party more. So in the middle of the night, we ended up going to Bombay. Then we ended up going to the international airport, because the beer cafe has 24/7 alcohol. And then early in the morning, I think by 5 or 6, I think we left there, and I was here at a 9 a.m. class.
Oh my god.
So I think even though we have partied the entire night, I think it's just what you think of the kind of emotions or the attachment that you have towards what you love doing. Because who doesn't like partying? But by the end of the day, everybody knows that you have to be on shift. And I think as hoteliers, everybody would relate to this, that we love to party. We definitely love to party, because that is our escape time, where we enjoy having time to ourselves, to having time away from work, to having time closer to colleagues, because they become your family.
Right.
They definitely become your family, because if you're working there, you're seeing them for at least 2 meals in a day, they know what is going on in your life. And maybe Diwali, maybe Christmas. I think now that when the moment I joined the industry, I think it was the time where I was like, you know what, I think I enjoy doing this with my colleagues more than I do it at home. Of course, there are different memories at home, but imagine 10 of you sitting in the same place, everybody's away from home, and that literally becomes your family.
Wow.
So I think even no matter what happens, you always show up the next day on shift. No matter what happens, you always show up for your team.
I think it's important. I think that kids need to learn this lesson. Okay, so SSC is turning 8. So it's growing up.
I feel old. I definitely feel old. I think it was just yesterday that I passed out from here, and I still remember I learned the importance of time when I was here, because I think we were in our induction week, and I was 5 minutes. I mean, what are 5 minutes? But then I think my then professor made us understand this very well, what those 5 minutes were. And of course, I mean, now wherever I go, it's imperative for me to reach at least 15 minutes before, because that is on time.
Nice. I think we've picked your brain a lot, but I think we would love to come back to you with a podcast of your travel expeditions of your food.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Swarali, for being a part of the SSCA Foundation Day, and we wish you all the luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.